Hi Sagittarius, this is Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another very cool reading. Yes, we do that. We always say that with confidence, Sagittarius. Everything you do in your life should be in confidence, right? I don't mean if you're being mean to somebody, I don't mean that, right? No. I mean just be positive, right? Use the law of attraction for use it for you, right? Because when you defy it, you can use it in two different ways. You could use it to screw you over, right? And that's when we get negative, that's what we're doing, right? So don't be negative, Sagittarius, all right? And most of you are not, because of the highly optimistic characteristic trait of Sagittarians, right? Yeah, don't buy into the low vibration, all right? Don't do that, all right, you guys? Yeah, and it's easy to do because it's cheap, right? And it costs about, 2 cents. It's so easy to do it, but a little bit harder to step into the higher vibe, which it's not that it's so much harder, but it takes some study. And the low vibration is completely based on ignorance, right? And, Bob Proctor talks all about it. He's kind of like a hero to me, right? So let's get into this, Sagittarius. If you want your own psychic reading, you may get one. They're always accurate. I say that because I'm a Silva grad, and they are. I mean, it doesn't have to be every tiny thing, no, but they are definitely they are accurate, and yeah, and they teach us that stuff in Silva. They do. And I always recommend getting the one with the tarot reading because they have different insight. They do. You get the combo, and they're a lot of fun. We do them on the phone, right? So yeah, and so it could be for somebody else. You don't understand them, you don't trust them, you don't know them that well, just things like that, right? And then the tarot spread has its own unique insight. If you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, you may always get one. Click on that below. Yeah, and that's somebody else. I'm Mystic Gem, and Gem because of the Gemini rising, right? Of course, because I'm a gem, right, you guys? Here's a 6 of gems right here, generosity. And I don't know what gem that is, right? It's not a ruby, it's too pink. And I don't think garnet, I think garnet is more red too. But if you know what gem that is, you can always let me know. There's purple in the middle. How very cool is that? And this is generosity, though. And this is like the 6 of Pentacles. It's sharing. That's what somebody wants to give you a gem, Sagittarius, right? But you have to act like a gem. Yeah, you do. That's how life is. If your perspective is low, then you attract low things to your life. If your perspective is higher, then, you're going to bring in good things. Yeah, you make sure you're mindful of your thoughts, all right? Yeah, so, in this reading, Sagittarius, we start with the lion. Here he is, right? Maybe somebody's Leo. Maybe somebody's last name is Leon. I'm not sure. Or their first name is Leo, right? Yeah, it could be. That's a very cool name. I feel like it is. And this is mastery, because that's what the lion is about, with his courage, and he trusts his heart. Leo trusts their heart. It rules the heart. They're supposed to. If they're not, it's like, oh, it's really bad. But when you trust your heart, you step into, you go after things that you're aligned with. And you trust your feelings and things like that. And when you don't do that, honestly, some people get heart disease, right? Leos, or anybody who is kind of, not trusting their heart, or maybe about work or anything like that, about people. Yeah, it's all related. Yeah, that's what the chakras explain. And yeah, I could explain it here, but we don't have the time for that. Because you want to hear about this romantic reading. I'm pretty sure you do, Sagittarius. So this is mastery, it is. And so we have the bees and the skull. And the bees are here. Maybe you were having honey this morning in your tea. I'm not sure. Honey's really good. It has, I'm not going to say it's antibiotics, but, the more honey you have, local honey. I don't mean it's been sitting in a jar for 3 years from, I'm not sure if that one will work, right? Although honey doesn't get bad. Do you guys ever notice that? It doesn't. It doesn't go bad. That is huge, right? Even though it's kind of a sugar product in a way, right? But this card, Sagittarius, getting off of the honey itself, right? Maybe somebody feels like you are their honey bun, right? But this is about togetherness, and it's about somebody who might be very busy. Maybe somebody's busy going through an ending here. I feel like somebody has mastered their emotions over here, or mastered to control of their life. And it could be you, Sagittarius, right? Because this is your reading, of course. But in these readings, general readings could be either or. Okay, so here's the bees and the skull. And the bees is, I feel like it could be very busy. Somebody could be busy going through an ending. The skull is here, or busy grieving. OMG. But I don't feel like this busyness is about that. I feel like it's more like devotion and togetherness. Because the bees don't separate. Yeah, they don't go, I don't like you, you're mean to me, you're jealous, or I'm leaving, or I'm jealous of you, or you have a bad attitude, or you don't believe what I believe, and I've been studying all this stuff, and I know what's going on, and there's no disagreement. No, there's no disagreement because they stay together, they stick together. Yeah, it's kind of like birds of a feather flock together, but this is, I feel, maybe even more so, right? And the skull is transition or grief. So somebody's coming here, and here's your secret admirer, Sagittarius. Yeah. And maybe they're bringing you flowers because they're showing the vase, or as some people say, the vase, right? I'm not sure if that's English, right? But I prefer vase, right? But I know rich people don't say vase. And that's okay, right? You can do what you want, right? But this secret admirer card, the vase is, there could be a secret inside here. It's a bottle. It doesn't have the top closed, but I've somebody, or it's about flowers. Here are the flowers on the side of the vase, right? And so, a vase is like a glass, right? Yeah, it's like a glass. I forgot how they say glass in Spanish, but I'm pretty sure it sounds like vase. Yeah. And interesting. And so this vase, though, is a secret admirer, and we have the jug. Maybe you guys are going to be drinking, right? Bring flowers and you'll be drinking. Don't drink alcohol out of a jug, all right, Sagittarius? It's not healthy, okay? Right? It's like five shots at one time, right? But we have a lighthearted, carefree time. And it's possible, Sagittarius, this person will beg you. Hope you didn't cut off because you have to hear this part. This is the dramatic part, Sagittarius. They might be begging you. And I say that because here's the Queen of Pentacles holding her beautiful pentacle. It's pretty big here, right? She says, I have a lot of money, and, she's pretty too. Yes, she is. And so here is the volcano in the back, and, it's uprising, or it's, I don't know, it's I forgot what they call that, but definitely a volcano. That is, here comes all the, I don't know, the fire and the ash and all that. There's a hole in the middle of it. I find that to be really interesting. It's probably for an opportunity. It's really a hole in the middle of this kind of dusty, not dusty, but ashy, ashiness or whatever's coming out here, fire, ash, molten lava, all that. But she's sitting here, and the peacock is here. It's a white peacock. And I'm sure the white peacock probably signifies something that I may not be aware of here. That's okay. I don't know everything. I know a lot, though, Sagittarius. All right, I do. So if you want to get some coaching, yeah, why not? As old as I am, why not just gotta be me, right? But this man's begging the queen. He doesn't want her pentacle. He wants her forgiveness. And maybe that's you. You could be saying, I got all the money I need. You don't stop begging me. I don't need to deal with this. Maybe, but I feel like there could be an earth sign here. And the Chariot is here. And this is somebody who was blocked by courage originally. They're not blocked by courage anymore because here's a lion. This is mastery. This is mastering your emotions and taking control of your life, right? It's kind of the animal version of the emperor, basically, right? And and so this Chariot card, where the Olympian sits here, right? And so the lion blocks him. So somebody is like, I feel like they have the courage now, but they could be in transition or grieving. Maybe they're dealing with their own ending. Here's the skull. And but here, I feel like this person did not have courage in the past, and so they could be begging you. They could be coming with courage, moving this lion out of the way. Like, well, I'm going to have courage, but I might have to beg, right? I don't like to beg, Sagittarius. Do you like to beg? No, I don't beg. No, I don't beg anybody or anything or no. And why should you beg anybody? You ask, if you did something wrong, you ask for forgiveness. And if they don't want to give you the forgiveness, that's the poison they're carrying around. Right? Yeah, like it creates blockages when you don't forgive people because usually holding on to resentment. All right? So I can help you release that, Sagittarius. I can if you need to do that, right? That's not funny, but yeah. And so we have the Six of Pentacles or gems, and this is generosity and give and take. It is. And the Magician here, and this is energy. So, you know, it's interesting because we are all energetic beings walking around in a physical suit. That's what we do, right? Some of us wear nice suits. Some of us just say, hey, I'm not into my clothes, really. But, you know, which is fine. But the point about this is that we are energetic first or spiritual and physical second. Yeah, and that's very true. And so, but, you know, this magician realizes he is pure energy. So he's manifesting what he wants. Because once you realize you are pure energy, you're like, what? I'm not limited by this physical, right? Yeah, just because, you know, I don't know, I didn't have this or that or growing up or something. I'm not limited by this physical or the conscious mind. You could say that, right? Because this is about the subconscious mind or becoming conscious, right? So somebody wants to manifest with you, Sagittarius, right? And they might be begging you. They could. If anybody knows what the white peacock is, if there is even one, please let me know. Yeah. And so, yeah. And so the peacock's coming over here to the guy who's begging, and he's going, what? You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to understand what's going on here. I know. I'm smarter than you. He could be, right? In terms of, like, I feel like your person did something wrong here, all right? Yeah. And this is them, the secret admirer. And they're coming. And maybe they feel like they have to beg you because they're afraid. And why they're afraid, I don't know. That's the part I don't know, right? Maybe they just, you know, got on your, you know, your worst nerve or whatever, right? Yeah, and so we don't. Yeah, maybe they wouldn't give you forgiveness in the past. Possibly. Could be anything, right? Could be a bunch of stuff. Could be they had somebody else. Could be blah, blah, blah. Yeah, with that part we're not sure of. Let's see what we got, Sagittarius. Yeah, for you and your person. Oh, and today we'll do an extended. Yeah, we will. OMG. Okay, we have the Strength card, the Death card. In this reading, we'll do an extended. We will. And for your person, it's all about your person, right? And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing that because, yeah, today could be the last extended. Maybe it's not enough people. No. So, right, and let's see what we have, you guys. And, yeah, you know, don't want to waste time either, right? Magician reversed in the reading. Queen of Swords. Yeah, so Sagittarius, the World card is here, and it talks about endings and new beginnings. It can talk about maturity, closing out cycles, having your wish come true. It can talk about learning and suffering because this person, he or she has gone through the entire major arcana and, you know, there's suffering along the way, right? It's kind of like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, right? She had to suffer and then, you know, she suffered along the way and, yeah, and then she shows up, you know, at the Wizard of Oz. Oh, you go see the Wizard of Oz. He'll help you get home to Kansas. And she gets there, and he's just this fake ass. He does help her get home, though, but, you know, he's got all these kind of videos, if you will. He's up on the projection like he's a king. And then, you know, the monkeys are kind of pulling the curtain back, going, look, it's just this guy here who's like, he looks like he's broke and everything, but he's acting like he's the king, right? So, you know, it's kind of about, I feel like that movie is about illusions. And it's about more than that. That's a very interesting movie. I feel like it's about kind of trusting yourself as well, right? She's like trying to find the way, and then the witch is, you know, there to always like try to harm her. Yeah. So let's get back to this, Sagittarius, because I'm not sure if you're Dorothy. Look at the bottom of the deck here. It's the Three of Swords. Whoa. And we also have the Knight of Cups and the Devil. Yeah. See, this person's bringing you their love, and they're in the Devil energy, like scared. Scared. Wow. And it's interesting because the secret admirer, whoever they are, Sagittarius, is like, Sagittarius might, bring me up to the mountain here, like, right? And, melt me, and let the volcano melt me. Yeah, could be, right? It's, right? Or, and so the courage card is here. It's the first card, the strength card. We see courage over here. We see it twice. But we see a lack of courage when we see the lion blocking the chariot, right? He's like, get out of the way, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and pinch you, right? But we have two cards of strength and one of weakness, or doubt and fear, things like that, right? So, but this here is showing that this person has courage. And the crossing in this energy is the death card. This here means that there's an ending or a transformation. And there is an ending here because of the skull. So, maybe it's the end to all this madness here, and the secret admirer is going to show up and love you forever. It could be, since they're going to beg, right? This begging thing is huge, right? Yeah, I knew if I was going to beg somebody, which I probably won't, but ever, but I would apologize, right? But begging is, it's extreme. That means that they probably did something, terrible to you. Maybe they broke your heart with this Three of Swords, right? How dare they? Yeah, they could have broke your heart, Sagittarius, or had you in a third party. So the Seven of Swords is in the root. This is an escape here. There's an ending and an escape, like a walking away. But it could be a plan. Maybe it's definitely a private plan, because we have the secret admirer. Maybe this is all supposed to be secret. So the extended will be for the members, yeah. And we have over here, we have the Page of Pentacles sits in the past, and it is with the Hierophant. This person believed in you. They believed that you were, like, you held so much value, like you're the one. Yeah, it's like, being with you is, yeah, they just thought this was so valuable and worthy. They thought you were worthy here, and they believed in you. They did. So this could have been a decision here, part of this plan, to come and tell you that, hey, you know what, you're the one. You're the one, baby. And I've been secretly admiring you. Yeah. Please don't make me beg, right? I love this card, right? Please don't make me beg, Sagittarius. And the mindset here is a Four of Pentacles, so that's holding on. Could be a closed off energy, but I find it to be more holding on. Nine of Cups. You see, holding on to a wish. And this is the mindset in this reading. We have the World card showing up. Looks like this little girl used to be in this movie a long time ago. The actress. And we have the Two of Swords. And it is actually in the upright because, I have flipped the deck like I am very infamous for, right? And so, yeah. And so we see that, and the Two of Swords is here, and this means that I have to close out a cycle and go be with somebody I'm really aligned with, or somebody I really love here. I need this togetherness with the B. I need to be in a happy, lighthearted, carefree kind of, I need to enjoy that in my life, the Jug. This person thinks you're fun, most likely. Or there's something kind of this fun energy with you, right? You only live once. Fun is really important, and it's not overrated. It's only overrated if you're not going to work and you're not you're not trying to better yourself, then it's overrated, right? But we need fun in our lives, right? We need passion, we need fun, we need to create to a certain degree. Yeah, we all need that, right? And that is what your higher vibration will bring you, creation, and your lower vibration will bring disintegration, which is a breakdown. Yeah. So here, yeah, and your concern is yourself, Sagittarius. That's okay. Maybe you're being self-centered, right? And I'm just teasing. You're not. No, you're not. And we have the Knight of Wands reversed. And it's in the upright because, you know. And so here, your concern is action or courage. That's what the Knight of Wands is about, courage or action, right? Yeah. And Magician reverse in the environment, the Magician's in the upright over there. You see these repeating themes or energies. And so somebody didn't have courage before, they do now. And in the environment, it could be that this person was a trickster here. 7 of Swords above the Magician reversed. They were a trickster, and that's why they're going to come beg. Please, I changed. Right? I've changed. I love you. I want this sharing environment with you. I want the bees. I want the togetherness. And I want the 6 of Gems, generosity. Like I want to share with you probably everything they have. This person believes in you, Sagittarius. Maybe they were married. They could have been. Here's the 7 of Swords in close proximity to the Hierophant here. Yeah. So let's get a card on the Magician, which is reversed. And the 10 of Swords is reversed. It's actually really reversed, Sagittarius, because I put the deck back in the current direction, right? You like, what? And so, yeah. And so the 10 of Swords reversed is rebuilding usually, or it can be a new beginning, because in the upright it is an ending, right? This is a new beginning. This person's afraid here because they did you wrong in some way, right? And you were hip to it, definitely you were. And then the Queen of Swords is here. It's a discernment. It's wondering. It can be a judgment sometimes, like, but more like discerning energy. And we have the Tower with it. So, you know, there you are, Sagittarius, discerning. Possibly if maybe they're coming with shocking news for some, but I feel like if something has fallen down and ended here, maybe it was their big ego. Because this Death card, well, it doesn't always have to be an ending. It can be transformation. And the Skull card can be grieving. But there's something ends here. I'm not sure if it's an ego or a relationship or maybe a lifestyle, which is kind of related to ego, right? Okay, so that's what you're wondering here. Something fell down here. Something maybe that was not manageable or sustainable, right? And we have the Queen of Wands and the outcome. See what we have here. I don't like to use that word too much because, yeah. And we have the 4 of Pentacles with it. This is your mindset. 4 of Pentacles holding on. Your potential outcomes, you're going to hold on to this person, Sagittarius. But we're going to see in the extended, we didn't prepare any cards here. But let's see here. Usually we just pull 3 cards. And we never see them, right? But let's be very random here for Sagittarius's person. And we have the card of Flower Spirit. Okay, so she's hugging that flower like, you know, her life's going to end. This is your person's overall energy. This is, I want things to be fertile. I want to hold on to this. I need this. It's beautiful. It's holding me up. It's going to hold. She's being held up by the flower. It provides a foundation for me. And remember, it's a number 10, which is a completion. The Flower Spirit is a very, I was talking about vibrations and frequencies, a very high vibration here. This is kind of like excitement. Yeah, it is. And we have with it the builder. This person here wants to build with you. This is crossing them. They want to build with you and maybe, you know, build an empire. It's possible. But this person really believes in you. So I could understand if they want to build with you. And that is the Knight of Gems. They call him the Prince, and he's there without his clothes on. Let's see what and the crossing and the root is the wings. This is a new beginning and wishes coming true with the wings. So we're going to go to your person's oracle spread, and we're also going to go to their tarot spread as well. And that's how we do it. Thanks so much for joining me here. God bless you guys. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Get your new reading for the new year. Yeah. Thank you so much, you guys.